Ladies, ladies, I'm here on the and I'm here tonight to talk about the final game of a 4-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. I'm sorry I'm itchy here, ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck is happening? But the Phillies take 3 out of 4 against the Atlanta Braves with a 3-2 win here. Tonight, extra innings. Nick Castellanos, I believe, walked it off with an RBI in the 11th inning for the Phillies to get their 81st win. And coming to this series for the Atlanta Braves, it was a big series, to try and cut into this division lead, and they just didn't do it. They lose 3 out of 4. The offense was really non-existent. This series, I thought. They got that solo homer from Harris and an RBI ground out from Whit Merrifield, but that was it. The Braves never really threatened again. And I thought they got an okay outing from Schwellenbach. He gave up those 2 runs in the 6th inning. He went 5.2 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. But Nick Castellanos actually drove in all 3 runs on that. He was 2 for 5, 3 RBIs. Hell of a night from Nick Castellanos, driving all 3 runs to lift the Phillies to this win. Really, he carried them on his back today. And 3 of 4 against the Braves. Really, series over now, and the division race is really over at this point. It was kind of close heading into this series, but the Braves, they lost that first game. They win the second game, then they lose third and fourth games. After they lost that first game, I didn't really have a good feeling for the Phillies in this series. And the Cubs are now within 3 games of the Braves. You've got to realize that as well. I mean, not just the division race for the Atlanta Braves, but they've let the Cubs get within 3 games. So, it's perfectly fine to be upset with the team and the way things have been managed, but also recognize how impressive it would be if the Braves make the postseason with this roster. Despite not being at full strength at any point this season, but there's just so many questionable decisions and just awful offensive approach, and just the manager, Snitker, isn't the best manager. But it sucks seemingly for the Braves that they're being out of the race for a second consecutive NL East crown, but I don't know, this team's just unrecognizable with all the injuries. Acuna, Austin Riley, Ozzie Albies. So they're still in the wild card race. They just have to win. But will they even make it out of the wild card if they even make it? I don't know. But you gotta give credit. Castellanos tied it in the 6th inning, 2 runs. Then he won in the 11th. 5 scores from the bullpen, including 2 from Carlos Estevez. He went 2 innings. Multiple innings, and they lead the division by 7 games ago. 1 more than when they arrived in Atlanta 12 nights ago. So really great job from Philadelphia. This was a big series for the Braves to try and cut this division lead, and they just couldn't. That pretty much wraps up the division. But Schwellenbach went 5.2 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He had an okay outing. Then you bring in Dylan Lee, 0.1 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Pierce Johnson, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Joe Jimenez, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts, struck out the side. Raciel Iglesias, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 2 scoreless. And then Aaron Bummer, 0.2 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Bringing in Grant Holmes, 0.0 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Gave up the hit to walk it off. The ghost runner. For the Phillies, Aaron Nola, really good outing from him. 6.0 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. He got 5 scores from the bullpen. Started with Oren Kirkering. 1 inning, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Then you got Jeff Hoffman. Some of the top Philly bullpen arms that were available for this game. Jeff Hoffman, 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Matt Stram, 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Going to have been in trouble with the 1 hit, the 2 walks, but he got out of it. Carlos Estevez. 2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and struck out 2. So even over the pitching lines, 3-2 is your final. 6 total hits for the Atlanta for 2 runs, 6 total hits for the Phillies for 3 runs. And each team with 0 errors. For Atlanta scored 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Phillies scored 2 in the 6th and 1 in the 11th. Went over what happened. For the Braves, solo homer, ground out. Castellanos with a double, scored 2, and then a walk-off with a single. For the offenses, Schwarber 1 for 5, Turner 1 for 1 a walk, Harper 2 for 1 a walk, Castellanos 2 for 5, 3 RBI, Stott 0 for 3 a walk, Ramucho, Marsh, and Hayes each went 0 for 4, Sosa 0 for 3, and Clemens 0 for 2, and a run scored pinch hitting. For Atlanta, Harris 1 for 5 and RBI, Soler 0 for 4, Ozuna 1 for 5, Olsen 1 for 1 and a walk, Darno 1 for 5, Merrifield 0 for 3, 2 walks and an RBI, Count 1 for 3, pinch hitting Laureano 0 for 0 and a walk, RCO 4 and your Urshela 1 for 4. So your records: Phillies 81 and 56, Braves 74 and 63. Just a tough series loss for Atlanta, especially after they choked that first game. You just didn't have a good feeling for Atlanta. I mean, they won the second game, and I still had a feeling the Braves would win this series. Took 3 out of 4. This Braves team just isn't the same this year with all the injuries. They're just not good enough. We're just gonna see if the Braves can hold on to that wild card spot because the Cubs are closing. But yeah, the offense just isn't good enough. The pitching's good. The bullpen's good. But it's just the offense is just not good enough with all the injuries. It's just not good enough to overcome. It's not an injury excuse. It's just the depth they have. It's just not good enough to overcome these great teams. But yeah, Phillies win 3-2 in a walk-off in a good game. Bullpens were great. Fun game to watch. All I'm going to say, leave your like, comment, subscribe for more. Till next time, peace, and I'll see you guys for the LSU USC recap from the last video of the night.